Hi everybody, I'm Jim Stavridis, the Dean of the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy at Tufts University. It's a beautiful summer's day, late summer, and I thought I would just share some books that I read as this gorgeous summer in Medford unfolded, and really ask you to respond and tell me what you've been reading as well. So I'm going to start with a book that is dark, and the title is dark. It's Black Flags by Joby Warrick. The subtitle is The Rise of the Islamic State. And it is a very dark but powerful book about how this group emerged from the embers of al-Qaeda in Iraq. It's an extraordinary read in real history as it unfolds today. Moving to the other end of the lightness spectrum, I'd like to recommend a second book that I really enjoyed, which is called Eligible by Curtis Sittenfeld. It's a novel, and it's a retelling of the classic Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice, one of everyone's favorite novels, right? Except instead of being set in the 1800s, this is set in 2016 in, wait for it, Cleveland, Ohio. And Darcy is a very prickly neurosurgeon, and the plot unfolds from there. Eligible by Curtis Sittenfeld. I've actually got a couple other books here. Let's go back to the serious side of the spectrum. I think we'd all agree that as a world, we ought to try and understand Vladimir Putin more than perhaps we do. This book, The Man Without a Face, The Unlikely Rise of Vladimir Putin, is a fantastic telling of Putin's extraordinary rise through the ranks of the KGB to lead Russia today. If you want to understand Russia and its place in the world, you have to understand Vladimir Putin. Highly recommended. Well, let me close with two novels, one on the lighter side and one very serious. Let me talk about The Relic Mask by Christopher Buckley. You probably know him. He's the son of William F. Buckley, but he, in his own right, is a gifted humorist and novelist. Probably his best-known book is Thank You for Smoking, about lobbying in Washington. Well, this book is set in the 1500s in Europe, and it's about the wars of the Reformation between Catholics and Protestants. But it is also a very humorous satire on the world we live in today. It is a clever way to think about religious conflict in today's world and do it by reading an incredibly entertaining novel. And by the way, The Relic Mask will be our Fletcher Reads this fall, and I'm really proud to say Chris Buckley is coming to Fletcher to discuss the novel. We're going to give copies to our students and have a very lively discussion. So the last book is really the best book I've read all summer, and it's a novel called The North Water. And the North Water of the novel is the Arctic, and it's about a ship, a whaling ship, in the 1800s that voyages to the high north, to the Arctic, to the North Water. And on that ship is a character of fundamental evil, the first mate, and a character of ambiguous goodness, the ship's surgeon. Those two collide in very dramatic ways that illuminate for us what is most important in life, our values. This is a novel like Joseph Conrad, Herman Melville, Cormac McCarthy. It's a powerful book. It deserves a read. So those are my five. I'd love to hear what you've been reading this summer, and I look forward to welcoming particularly our alumni back, I hope, this fall as we have convocation and start yet another great year at the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy here at Tufts University. Thank you.